And it says we are live. Hey guys, Master Farr here, and I'm back once again with some more Cyberworld stuff. And today, once again, we got the final member of Wave 1, Optimus Prime. This is from the first wave of Cyberworld, and I just got this guy. Earlier today, I actually talked about these guys right here, and I've already talked about Grimlock too. But yeah, here we have the final of the main ones. I don't have Bumblebee and Galvatron yet. I might get them though. And yeah, Optimus is part of the city theme, and he taking a look at the back. We have a render of him and some of the other figures we can get. We can get Galvatron and Snarl, who I've already taken a look at Snarl. But yeah, let's get this guy out of the packaging. And here we have Optimus out of the packaging. And initial impressions, I really like how this guy looks. And something I forgot to mention on the previous stream is the plastic on these guys feels really good. Like, it doesn't feel cheap like an authentic figure. It feels nice and weighty. It feels like on par with standard chug plastic, which was something I wasn't expecting with these guys. But yeah. Let me just take a look at the painting and sculpting on this guy. Standard Optimus Prime sculpting right here. I really like the chest on here. It's not the standard window tits, but rather like kind of like the singular mono boob that one Optimus had. Head sculpt is really nice too. It actually, you know what it reminds me of? Give me a sec. It weirdly looks similar to, and get him in frame. G2 Optimus Prime in terms of like sculpting and detail. Like, it kind of looks kind of similar actually. But yeah, no articulation at the head. But I guess it can move if you like kind of move down for transformation. Arms can go 360 degrees. No elbows, and arms go out this far. There's, oh, that's cool. There's like a waist swivel on here, which I don't think has to do with transformation, but that's pretty cool. Legs can go out this far. Can only go back this far because of these parts here. I might sand these down later. And the standard knee bend. But yeah, articulation on this guy, standard Cyberworld articulation, a little bit more than expected, especially with that waist swivel. But yeah, in terms of a figure, he's a very fun little guy. And I really like this design. It's definitely a new take on Optimus. I do wish he came with a weapon, though, but luckily I have this gun from the Legacy G1 Optimus. And we can give him this. And there we go. And that looks pretty good. But yeah, getting this off the side. The paint is pretty good on here too. He is missing a little bit of yellow. Excuse me. On this guy right here. And I wish he had some Autobot insignias because the only one he has is the one on the back. Right here we got a figure stand actually. So if you want, you could just put it in there and have him do poses with it. And you got a little bum port and port right here to put him onto Grimlock. Well, yeah, getting him straightened out for the sake of comparison. Here he is with Megatron. And these two look really nice together. And I really like these new takes on Optimus and Megatron. And just for some more comparison, here he is with Snarl. Oops. Get him standing up. As well as Skybite. Just zoom out right now. And yeah, we have the entire first wave together. And These guys all look really nice, and for what they are, they're actually pretty fun, especially since, again, they're only like $10 each. And like plastic's good on them. They got good paint apps. Skybite actually has pinned wheels. Wasn't expecting that. My only nitpick with these guys, I wish they had elbows. But yeah, I would recommend these guys, honestly. They're fun little desk toys. And like the plastic, again, is like surprisingly good. But yeah, getting these guys off to the side. One more thing we'll do is bring in Grimlock right here. Zoom out quickly. We can, of course, have him be compatible with him. So, like, putting up the feet right here. We'll just put him into place. And it feels like he's tailor-made for Grimlock, actually. But yeah, put that down. Put down the little head right here. And, yeah, this, out of all the figures, I say he works the best with Grimlock next to Megatron. And he looks really cool. It's like a new take on how it was in Age of Extinction. And just give me a sec. We'll get him out. And I'll... I think I am going to definitely sand these down. At the back, like the back leg pieces. But yeah, just give me a second. Here is Grimlock in Dino mode, and we can just take this little his bum port right here, stick it, or what even better, just we can lower it down here, or if you want, just use it on this port right here, and he can ride Grimlock as a Grimlock jockey. And this looks pretty cool. Hang on. And if you give him, like, say, Snarl's tail sword, you can recreate the scene in Age of Extinction. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like how every figure is compatible with one another and they're all in scale, unlike other lines where the figures wouldn't scale each other, especially with stuff like Earthspark. And I think like the plastic feels a little bit better than some of the Earthspark figures, honestly. But yeah, moving on to transformation for this guy. Looks like he has Autumn Morph right here. Now we'll just put the arms in till they peg into place. Peg these little white pieces into these back pegs right here. And clip the legs here. The legs are unfortunately hollow, which I don't get why. Kind of wish these weren't hollow. But yeah, get that all straightened out. And here we have Optimus in truck mode. And I kind of wish there was a little more paint in this mode. Because looking at the front grille right here, he is in desperate need of paint right here. They couldn't even make it like silver like down here. But yeah, wheels can roll pretty well. There is like this gap right here, which I don't really like. And again, the back is kind of hollow. No tail lights either. But yeah, this truck mode is pretty decent. It's definitely better than Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime's truck mode. But yeah, all things considered, this guy is pretty nice in vehicle mode. Also, there's this gap right here, which I don't like. We can put like a gun right here. So say, bring in Grimlock's gun. We can put it right here, and you can like gun down someone. Yeah, the turret action is starting to go on mine. Gets stuck easily. A little unfortunate. But yeah, overall, this vehicle mode's pretty nice. And honestly, I might add like some paint pen, like paint this up right here in silver, like just to break up the colors a little. For the sake of comparison, give me 1 second. Here he is alongside Megatron, as well as Skybite. And finally, there we go. And here is Snarl. And all four of these look really good together. And just for the heck of it, moving up the camera a little. Yeah, I'm going to try and get a better tripod. Here they all are with Grimlock. So this is basically most of Wave 1 of Cyberworld. I don't have Scorponok yet. I might get him if I can afford him because it's a little much for $60. I'm better off saving up for like Silverbolt or Hook and Longhaul, who I also saw at Target, and I'm definitely tempted to get Silverbolt. Maybe I'll get him and do a stream on him. Who knows? But yeah, here they all are together, and they look really nice. But yeah, let's get these guys off to the side, and we'll get them back into robot mode. So we'll just take the arms like this, take the back piece right here, and that's pretty cool. Like, watch this. It like the head like flips up and goes into place. I really like how these guys have a little bit of automorph. Don't know how well it'll hold up over time though. And here we have Optimus back in robot mode. And out of all of them, him and Skybite are my favorites. In fact, I'll just get them all in here once again to show off one more comparison. But first, since these guys are basically like modern-day core class figures, here he is with a standard core fig. So you can see how they scaled. But yeah, these guys are basically like successors to core class figures. They're in a $10 price range, they're pocket size, and they have minimal articulation but really good paint. I am genuinely surprised by this line, honestly, because these guys are pretty fun. And that's the thing, like, some Transformers are missing now. They're supposed to be fun. But yeah, now let's do one more comparison right here. Here they all are together once again. And yeah, these guys are all pretty nice together. If I had to rank them in order of favorite to least favorite, I'd have to go with Optimus as my favorite, followed by Skybite, followed by Snarl, and Megatron. Megatron's not bad, but he's kind of just a little boring. Like, I really like the alt mode, but like, there's just not much to him, especially compared to like these two right here. I would definitely go for Optimus and Skybite if you see him. But yeah, that's pretty much it for these guys. And I'm actually going to try something right now. Give me a sec. I'm going to take care of this right here. I got some pliers right here, and just I'm going to make the range back here a little better. So let me just take off the leg, and we'll just twist these off like this and remove that. And we'll just do the same on the other side right here. There we go. If you're wondering why I did that, it was because they were kind of getting in the way of articulation. Now we have more back movement right here. And like just a little bit of better range, honestly. But yeah, that's a little thing you want to do if you want to get them to move back just a slight bit more. And it won't affect transformation either, just because we'll get them back into truck mode. And like it doesn't affect anything. Still transforms pretty well, and I just think it looks a little cleaner. Though the back of the truck is still kind of wish it was a little better. So we'll get this guy back into robot mode. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. I would definitely get Optimus if you see him in the wild. These guys are just starting to show up in the wild now. I found all three of these guys as well as this guy at Target. So yeah, I also saw Scorponok there. So happy hunting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is Master Farr signing off, and I will see you next time.